Hi everybody, it's me, MiaFran again. Welcome back to my channel and to another Chihayafuru review episode video with Chantal.
Hello.
So what's
We're
up?
back.
How's it going? Yeah, we're back. We're back in the full swing of things, and today we're going to talk about episode 15 of Chihayafuru, which was titled As Helpless Autumn Leaves Are Caught Against the Flow. So, we should just get into it because a lot of stuff happened, and I'm trying to remember just because it's been a few days since I watched it and I don't want to forget anything.
Yeah.
So basically, Chihaya is still shook as fuck about Arata's confession to her. Like, she doesn't know what to think about it. She's very, dreamlike. She's spacing out a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And, nobody really knows why except for Kana-chan and What's-Her-Face. I still don't remember that bitch's name.
Me neither.
I don't care to.
Especially after the bullshit she did in
Yeah,
this episode. I'm kind of pissed.
I'm super mad. What the fuck? And even she knows it's wrong what she's doing too, but she's still gonna continue doing it.
Mm-hmm. God damn it. We'll get into that in a little bit because...
Yeah, it definitely. So basically, Chihaya is pretty shook still. She keeps replaying Arata's confession in her head, every time she starts thinking about something else, it keeps, creeping back into her mind. You keep hearing him saying Chihaya, her name over and over again, and then he'll stop saying Chihaya, and then he says, I love you, and she's kind of, that kind of, makes her go back into, her, what the fuck face.
Mm-hmm. It's so cute, though.
It's really cute. And it's, several times during the episode. She still doesn't know how to process it.
Mm-hmm. I do like that Kana goes to her, in the hallway. And Chihaya, you can see her, she's like, oh, everything looks so pretty. And, she's like, I can't explain it. And then Kana's like, oh my gosh, my mom had, that feeling, too, before.
Yeah. She's like, my mom explained to me what this feeling is before.
Yeah, and Kana's like, oh, she's like, oh my god, you know? And then Chihaya's like,
why
Dr.
do I feel
Hana that, too.
Yeah, she's more equating it to, oh man, that was I watched a really great match, rather than oh my god, a boy just told me he loves me.
Yeah, I just like how Kana was like, don't mix these two things together.
Yeah, because even Kanchan was like, you're a young girl, you should be caring more about a guy saying he likes you rather than Karuta or all the other shit that's going on. She's like, why wouldn't you just be a normal girl?
That was so funny because she's mixing the two together and it's just very Chihaya.
Yeah. I'm sure she is thinking about he confessed to her, but I feel at this moment in time, what's more important to her is playing Suo and also the master match and watching Shinobu-chan play again, since she can't play against her.
Yeah, she still doesn't know how to process her own feelings, which I'm like, Chihaya. God damn it.
Which is just it's really like you said, it's really cute to see her kind of get all starry-eyed, because that's what keeps putting her in that mood is hearing replaying Arata telling her his confession over and over again. But then she just starts thinking about other things.
Mm-hmm. I do like how when Taichi was snapping her out of it, she's just like, huh, what? Very much if you had a crush and that's all you can think about.
Yeah.
Which was really cute, and obviously Taichi doesn't know anything.
Yeah, but he was kind of being real suspicious of her, because he's like, what happened, what is she thinking about, what went down when I wasn't there? Because then she mentions she was like, oh, Arata wanted to go to college here, and he's like, what?
Yeah, he's just like,
it looks like he was kind of shook himself at that news that she knows, because I'm sure he was probably oh, he probably wasn't gonna tell her, but he did tell her. So it's he told her something.
Yeah.
So he's probably,
I think he's more shocked at when did this happen?
Yeah.
Because he was not there. This dumbass had to go.
Had to go return a scarf. He had to leave the room. But I mean, Arata took that chance of Taichi not being there to tell her. So I mean, if Taichi was there, he probably wouldn't have said anything.
He probably would have like butted in and be like, like what are you doing?
Yeah, probably. Taichi better step up his game, man.
He needs to.
Speaking of though, because then later on in the episode, Suo calls Chihaya and like invites her to play him at the university, and like instead of answering herself, Taichi answers for her.
Like he gets all excited about that too.
He's like, cause like Suo's like, okay, so do you want to play me? And like at the same time she's saying like, yes, I'll do it. Taichi's like, yes, we'll both be there.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's like answering for both of them. It's like, wait, but you weren't invited. Like he didn't invite you.
I know. He just invited himself.
Yeah, he's just like, I'm gonna go with her. Which I mean, you know, that's fine. That's nice of him. Also, like I get like his excuse could be like, well, I'm the president of our Karuta club, so I should be there.
I think this just goes to show that he's actually finally serious about Karuta.
Yeah.
For once.
He's trying to be like proactive in it.
Like you can see that he's starting to like enjoy himself.
Yeah, like it's more out of enjoyment rather than like, well, I'm doing this to like spite my mom so she'll like get off my back and leave me alone.
Doing it for Chihaya.
Yeah.
My boy's growing up, man.
Yeah, he's like maturing.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like very satisfying, but also I'm like, dude, but you can also like tell her how you feel too. Like, come on, you don't have to be that mature. Like,
He
never
just doesn't know what happened because some dumb bitch decided to butt in too.
Yeah, so I guess we could talk about that because that was like, I feel like for both of us that was like a part in this episode where we were both like kind of like, what the fuck, both kind of pissed about it. Because this bitch goes, like, because she and Kana-chan, like, heard the confession, she's also like, oh no, like, what is she gonna do? Because, I mean, she's, like, also concerned. I mean, you know, it's her senpai, so it's like, you know, she's concerned with what goes around in the club, mostly because, like, if it affects the club, it affects Taichi, and of course she has, like, a big crush on him, whatever. But, she goes and tells Kana-chan, she's like, don't say anything to her.
Yeah, because it looked like Kana was gonna say something.
Yeah.
Because Chihaya steps out for a little bit, and he's like, well, what's going on? And that's when she's like, come with me real quick.
Yeah.
And she's like, do not tell him whatever you do. And obviously Kana is like, no. Why? Like, we know your intentions. You just want to get closer to Taichi and, like, have that chance.
Yeah, she's like, you're doing this for your own personal gain. Like, you just want it to work out between Chihaya and Arata because you like Taichi and you want to get with him. And so, like, if she rejects him, you can be, like, the fallback girl or whatever. Which, like, I don't think that's a good idea anyway. Like, trying to be, like, somebody's rebound is not a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just gonna set you up for heartbreak at some point. Like, I don't think wanting to be someone's rebound is all that admirable.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, she's a like 14, 15-year-old girl. She's dumb. She doesn't know anything. She's blindly doing all this just because, you know, he's a cute boy and she likes him. She's like, I get it, you know, we've all been there, but girl, you need to get some brains first.
Yeah, which I'm like, this freaking bitch, because then if Taichi knew, then he probably would have told Chihaya his feelings. And I mean, it would throw a whole wrench in Chihaya because she doesn't know what the fuck she's thinking.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we saw her in this episode. She's, like, obviously, like, in a daze.
Yeah.
This would have probably put her, like, way over the edge, too. But because she decided to butt in, she, like, took this away from Taichi.
Yeah. Which, like, yeah, that's not fair. And also, like, he doesn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because she's butting into, like, other people's business. Like, I get it, you have a crush on him, whatever. But, like, it's not your place to, control what's going on, like, behind the scenes, or, like, be the puppet master of, like, what's going on. Simply because you want him... Because she even thinks to herself at some point, when they're all walking or whatever, and, like, they see the leaves fall and shit... She's like, because she even says, like, she draws a parallel. She's like, I don't want to step on the leaves. They're really pretty. like, but I'm still stepping on them, even though I think they're really pretty. And then she's like, I have a crush on him. I really like him, and I want him to succeed in like everything he does. But like, I'm also wanting for his heart to be broken because I don't want him to get with Chihaya. I want him to be available to me. But like, if I like him, I should be like rooting for him. But I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
So like, she has like a conflicting like thing going on, which is really interesting. But it's also like, bitch, like, stop. It's not your business. I mean, it's
Just
not
let
her.
it play out, man.
Like, it's also not their business to like tell him what happened, but they were witnesses to it.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
like,
they know how he feels.
yeah, it's super obvious.
So it's like, no.
And like, I mean, but like, Kana-chan made it her business before this bitch joined the fucking club. Or like, after this bitch barely joined the club.
Yeah.
Like, Kana-chan made it her business because she told Taichi, like, go tell her that how you feel. Like, I know how you feel about her. It's obvious. Like, I think you should go for it. So she made it her business. So Kana-chan should be able to tell him, hey, you know, like, I think you should know that, you know, he told her that he's in love with her, and, you know, I know that you really like her, like, you're probably in love with her too. I don't know if you want to do anything about that, or, like, if you still feel that way, but I just thought you should know because, you know, I thought you guys would be really great together.
Yeah, because I think he needs the opportunity too to say something if he wants, because that's his choice.
Yeah.
Whatever he decides to do with that information, that's up to him.
Yeah, especially because, like, it's their relationship, regardless of whether it's platonic or romantic. Like, this bitch should not, like, even be getting through the door of that relationship. That's not her, like, no. Kana-chan is in the door of that relationship because she, like, you know, she's friends with them. Like, she's actually friends with them. This bitch isn't friends with I don't think that she really is friends with anybody in this club, because she, like, doesn't really do anything else.
Yeah.
She's just there because, you know, he's cute. That's really her only motivation.
Mm-hmm.
And like, oh, he's really good at Karuta. I want him to succeed because I think he's cute. And I want to get with him.
Yeah, so far, nothing good from her.
Like, I mean, hey, there were lots of guys that I thought were cute, and I tried to be friends with them too, and it didn't really work out for me. So, you know, it's not always rainbows and sunshine with that shit. Also, like, he doesn't really have time to, like, pay attention to anybody else.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like being romantic with somebody is the last thing on his mind if it's not Chihaya.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Like, I don't know. I think, yeah, he needs to get a chance to say something before he even thinks about, like, possibly getting with somebody else.
Yeah. If anything, like, if she rejects him, then that's fine, because then he can, like, get over it and just, you know, proceed.
Focus on, you know, yeah.
Other things.
And if romance happens to come up, then sure, go for it. But I really don't think that's going to be his priority if she does reject, like, if he tells her and she rejects him. Because if he tells her and she says nothing, well, she's also said nothing to Arata, so, like, they're both being they would both be, like, be kept in limbo.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, I think he should go for it.
I think he should say something. Like, I know I said, like, last week's episode that he should wait, but at the same time, especially after what this bitch said in this episode,
I know.
he needs to go for it.
Yeah, she's being way too selfish.
Mm-hmm. She definitely is.
We got enough selfish acts in this show. We don't need another from a side character. That was the only part that, like, really pissed me off.
Me too.
Like, god damn it, just, like, stop. So then, basically, they go to the university, Taichi and Chihaya, they go together, and they go to the Karuta club at the university because Suo is part of the club. And Sudo is also there, because he's the one that, like, actually called them.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, he's still a really good player, obviously. He's part of because he graduated last season. And, so he's like, yeah, you know, this is the club, the ins and outs, whatever. And then he even is like, are you two dating or something? Like, is that why you're here together? But like, of
I think he
course,
said, oh yeah, yeah, the other Suo. I was like, wait,
yeah,
I forgot that it's two Suos.
yeah.
That's why, I forgot what they called the other Suo because Chihaya was like, damn, there's two Suos. Like, what do we refer them as?
Yeah,
And she came up with something like,
I forgot what it was.
something like so dumb that I was just like, really, Chihaya?
Yeah. But yeah, he's like he mentions that, and she doesn't. I mean, she wasn't really paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
But Taichi's kind of like,
Avoids question.
yeah. He's like, yeah. He doesn't really say anything, and then they find out that fucking Suo, the master, he also like makes food for everybody
It's so
at
funny.
the club. Like he's kind of like the mom friend, but also like they all kind of look after him in the club. Apparently,
Yeah.
they're all very like protective of him, kind of like they kind of baby him a little bit. They like dote on him a lot
Yeah.
because
It
he's
was really
like,
fun to watch.
yeah, because he's like giving them like soup or like beans and like dumplings, and like he asks them like, what class are you in? And they're like, oh, I'm in A class. And he's like, okay, you get 3 dumplings. I'm in B class. Okay, you get 2. I'm in C class. Okay, you only get 1. So then he's like making them the food, and then like Chihaya and Taichi are there, and they're like, we're both in A class, because so they're gonna get, you know, the same amount. But no, he just gives Taichi fucking beans with nothing, and he gives Chihaya a bunch of the fucking dumplings. And Taichi's like, what the fuck, man? I thought that was
so funny.
That was really funny. And Chihaya didn't really care. She was just like, oh, I have to eat all of this.
She's like, why so many dumplings?
Yeah, and Taichi was like, I didn't get any. I just got beans. And then like Suo like he outright said, he's like, I don't like you. Or he said
so
like, I
funny.
hate you or something like that, like to Taichi, and he's like, oh god. He's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, well, you dumbass, you said you were her boyfriend, so that's why he doesn't like you.
That's why he's throwing salt your way, man.
Yeah.
Oh man. But then we see Chihaya and Suo play, and then it's
Yeah.
Taichi and the other one.
Yeah. But they're not
Which
even
is really-
focusing on their own match. They're focusing on the on Chihaya and Suo's match. It's
Yeah.
while they're playing, like
That match was like interesting because Chihaya is able to see like how exactly he plays.
yeah, since she had to like study, since she kind of studied him and how he played and everything.
Yeah, she realizes it's like a whole different thing.
Yeah. And he doesn't
Because we see
really.
her make a lot of mistakes, and then she figures out like, oh, this is why.
Yeah, like he makes her. He causes for her to make a lot of faults. So like she keeps hitting like dead cards, or she'll hit like the wrong card. Like he isn't taking like card after card after card. He's more like causing her to receive cards rather than him actually taking them, because she keeps like making mistakes.
Yeah, because he pretends to go for it, and that's what causes her to do all these faults. And it's like, he plays kind of nasty then.
Yeah, he kind of like plays kind of shady.
It's dirty, man.
Yeah, he kind of like tricks his opponent to like, go for that. I'm gonna go for it too. Go for it, and then like he doesn't take it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other cards that he can take, he'll protect them really fast. Cause like she does get cards in, but he's not really phased by it at all.
Which was really interesting. I mean, she held her own as best as she could.
Yeah.
But then, what pissed me off at the end of this match, though, too,
Yeah.
was when he said that she'll never be queen.
Yeah. What the fuck, man?
I was like, I liked you, but now I don't know, man.
I know, like, what happened to the my bride shit? Like, I thought that was really cute. It was a very endearing quality of you. What the fuck? You have to go at the very goddamn end before the credits start playing. You have to say like, you're never gonna be queen. Like, what the fuck?
And then the visuals that you get with Chihaya when she hears this, I'm like, oh my god, like, it was good.
It was a really good episode. I was really mad at the end because I'm like, I wanted to see more, but of course, I always ended at a fucking cliffhanger on this show. You have to wait like 50,000 years for the next episode. Like, I don't even know what to predict for the next episode. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm sure it's gonna continue from there, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're gonna see him say you're never gonna be queen again, and she's gonna be like, what the fuck? And maybe Taichi will come to her defense. I don't fucking know, because Sewell doesn't like Taichi.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Taichi's even gonna say anything. But I hope maybe he gives Chihaya, like, comfort, or, like, hypes her up or something. Like, tells her, like, don't worry about it.
Yeah. I'm hoping
But I don't know.
that maybe Sewell will tell her the reason why he says that. Because, like, he said it with Arata, and now he's saying it with Chihaya, so I'm like, what's his reason? I'm, like, so curious to know
Yeah.
how he can be so sure and be, like, flat out, there's no way you can make it.
Yeah, I don't know his reasoning behind that. Like, what does he see?
Mm-hmm. Because that would be interesting. I want to know.
Yeah, me too. Also, like, I want Taichi to fucking say something. Defend your woman.
Don't be a dumbass.
Also, just tell her how you fucking feel. Like, it's getting to the point where I'm like, he's never gonna say anything, and it's just gonna piss me off, like, the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want both, I just want to have both boys tell her how they feel, so that way she can truly decide if she wants to.
Mm-hmm.
Because she could flat out just pick neither of them.
Yeah.
That would be a plot twist. But I'm sure people would get way more mad if she doesn't pick either of them, so.
That's the beauty of love triangles, man.
Yeah, so, I mean, we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. It's gonna be hell waiting a week.
I know. I'm like, it's already, like, we're recording this on Thursday. Like, it's already gonna take forever. Like, it's gonna feel like forever for me. Honestly.
Yeah. But that basically sums up the episode, man.
Yeah, and I think that sums up our thoughts. Like, I really don't know what else to say other than, like, it was a good episode. It was, like, really interesting to, like, see the visuals and, like, hear the parallels, like, even with that bitch and her shit. But, like, it, like, the parallels she drew, I'm like, okay, that, like, I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Because I felt that way too, but, like, also, I'm not gonna be a bitch about it and, like, try to butt myself into other people's shit. Just because I have feelings for this other person. And then, like you said, like, I'm curious to see what Suo sees in Chihaya that would make him say, you're not fit to be the queen, like, you're never gonna be queen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what about her playing style, or, like, the way she plays, like, what makes her not able to reach that unachievable goal that not very many people get to have or fulfill, rather.
Yeah.
So I don't know what else. I don't know what's gonna happen, man. I don't know.
Me neither.
What if Arata told Taichi, hey, just so you know, I told Chihaya how I feel. I feel like that could be something he would do.
Yeah, I
Like,
could see him doing that.
Because he's a lot more bolder now, like, since they're older. And
Yeah.
he already said it, so, like, might as well just tell him.
Yeah, Arata's not one to, like, hide anything.
Because if Kana-chan's not gonna say shit to Taichi, like, Arata should just fucking tell him.
Yeah, I agree.
Chihaya's not gonna say anything. But I think Arata should just be like, dude, like, just so you know, like, because, I mean, they've had conversations like that before.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that whole conversation that they had, like, a fucking long time ago, with, like, episodes back, where they're talking about, like, well, I've always thought Chihaya was yours, and then Taichi's like, well, I thought she belonged to both of us, but whatever. Like, they've always been, like, super honest about, like, how they both feel about her. So, I think Arata should tell him. Like, if anyone's gonna tell Taichi what happened, it should be Arata, because then they're both being honest, and then Taichi can be like, okay, well.
He can be like, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, or he could be like, dude, fuck you. Maybe, I don't know.
As long as he says something.
Yeah, as long as, because, like, Taichi never wants to really, like, discuss that shit with Arata.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he'll be honest, like, they'll talk about it, but, like, Taichi always, like, kind of wants to, like, brush it off or, like, change the subject. But I think if Arata just, like, flat out is like, I told her, then I think maybe that would, like,
initiate something.
Yeah, like, yeah, initiate, like, an actual, like, legitimate response from Taichi. Which I would very much like to see, because then it's good drama, Also, like, I think it's good character development because they're both being honest with each other.
Yeah.
Since, like, they both share that, like, secret or whatever that Chihaya still doesn't know. Of, like, you know, when they were little kids, and, like, Taichi's the one who, like, took Arata's glasses and all that shit. So, like, they're still the ones that know about that dumb shit in the past. And, like, they can kind of hold that over it. Well, Arata can kind of, like, hold that over Taichi's head. Like, dude, like, I've forgiven you for that shit, I guess. But, like, Chihaya doesn't know. And I don't know if she's gonna forgive you for that. I don't know. So it's a lot of, like, possible dramatic things that could happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want Arata to tell him.
Give me that drama, man.
Yeah, give me that drama. Like, it's not like they can do anything about it. They're still, like, cities apart or whatever. So, like, who cares?
Mm-hmm.
Taichi still has, like, the physical advantage of being,
Yeah.
like, actually around Chihaya all the time. So, I don't know, man. God damn it.
I know. I'm ready for whatever shitstorm is about to happen, man.
Yeah, I'm ready to just sink with this ship if I have to. I will go down.
I'm ready.
I'll go down with it. Well, I think that's pretty much it.
I
That's
think
all
so
we have
too.
to say about this week's episode. Other than we're excited about the next episode. If you are listening to this, hopefully I get this out before the week is over, because we still have questions open for our Run with the Wind episode for the podcast, so please go to our Twitter. It is the, like, pinned tweet at the top of our profile. Please go ask questions, because we would like to answer them.
Yeah.
You know, we like to answer questions for our podcast. Like I said, that's our next episode for the month of January, is Run with the Wind. So if you haven't watched it, go watch it. It takes like 2 days to watch. Maximum, I feel.
Yeah, I
Like,
was able to
I watched
watch
it
it in one sitting.
I
at
watched
least.
it I watched it in 2 days. So, like, I had plenty of time to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
If you just power through it. It's only 23 episodes, so it's not that much.
It's
Also,
a short
like,
series.
yeah, also you get, like, really invested in it pretty quickly, so, like, you know, you're definitely gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
Other than that, thank you for joining me once again, Chantal.
No problem. It's always fun to talk about it.
Yes. And we're going to talk about next week's episode on Chantal's channel, so be on the lookout for that. I always update the playlist every single week, every time a new video is added. So if you guys want to start watching it from the beginning and start from episode 1 of season 3, go ahead. The playlist will be in the end card at the end of the video, and so that way you guys can, like, check it out. And also check out Chantal's channel. Go subscribe to her. She's pretty awesome.
Yay, thank you.
You're welcome. Well, other than that, guys, remember, subscribe if you already haven't. Hit the little bell icon so that way you know when I post a video or I go live on my channel. Go subscribe to the podcast and follow the podcast Twitter. We need more subscribers. We only have like 14 or something like that.
Yeah, all of y'all watch, but y'all aren't subscribing. What the hell?
Yeah, what the hell, man? Go subscribe and go follow us on Twitter. I think we have like the same amount of, like, Twitter followers too. But, like,
so.
3 of those people are me, you, and Erica. So we're the hosts of the podcast. So, like, we don't really count. But yeah, so yeah, go follow us there. Follow our individual Twitters as well. That's all on the podcast channel. All of our Twitters and whatnot. And yeah, with that said, thanks so much for listening once again. Have fun, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!
Bye!